this is a great aspect for number one, drive. If you want to change anything, you've got that that Pluto right across the way from you. So it's asking you to transform. But the Pluto also is indicative across I say it across the street, across the chart. It's indicative of power struggle. So that kind of like brings a little bit of it down. But on the positive side, this is great if you want to start sports. Any kind of a sport. If you want to join a volleyball team or a baseball team, this would be a great time to do it. It gives you that energy to do it. It's also good for competition because in Leo you want to shine. So, and that's where Mars is in Leo, and so competition screams to me for some reason.
Yeah,
It's squaring Jupiter, which is wanting to expand. So make sure that you don't get a big head if you are victorious in your competitions. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
this is what kind of worries me about this T square. And I mean, once Mars moves into Leo, they're all at 0 degrees. So we've got Mars, which can be aggressive and rash and impatient. We've got Pluto, which is transformative, but it's also destructive. It can be, as Donna said, it can invoke power struggles. So you've got this opposition. This is kind of like Jupiter and Pluto have already, had their square. Jupiter's expansive, so it just kind of inflates or can inflame things. You've got Mars and Pluto. It's just a really combustible energy, I think. But, that doesn't mean that it's all negative. This isn't going to last forever. Pluto is moving backwards very, very, very slowly. It's trying to go back into Capricorn. Mars is moving at a decent speed. It's going to go forward. Jupiter is going to go forward too, but not as quickly as Mars. So, there will be, I don't know, maybe a week where they're all kind of within a degree or something of each other. But yeah, this could be just a combustible day. This T square we're talking about is all fixed signs. It's like just a standoff.
And these are big planets. I mean, Mars it does impact you when you feel Mars. You're like, oh yeah, as your hand is bleeding, you're like, that's Mars. And Pluto is that atom bomb energy that, and Jupiter is just expands everything. So yeah, it could be hellaciously huge power struggle, aggression, you know, on the negative side. But we do have free will, and those who are trying to keep society on the incline of our development, it can do good things or it can do really bad things. So
I mean,
there's definitely energy that we have. We have the ability to direct it, and if we can just keep it positive, I think it's better.
that Mars is also energy. It isn't comfortable when it's in Cancer. So it's finally out of Cancer. It's not in Gemini anymore, which it was for 7 months or something in late 2022 coming into 2023. So yeah, this is kind of finally, it's kind of like a new energy for Mars that Jupiter can, give us that real boost of energy. And yeah, if you can use that Pluto for some sort of transformative,
Rooting for you if you are.
well, you know, Pluto is about tearing down what's not working, rebuilding anew. You're going to do that sort of stuff. You need Mars. Yeah. They're actually moving away from each other because Pluto is retrograde. Mind you, it's not going to put on any speed anytime soon. It's moving very, very slowly. It's wanting to go back into Capricorn. Mars at the same time is moving forward. So it's going to start plowing through Leo.
I was just looking at the speed of Pluto, and it's going at minus 221%
Yeah.
of what it normally does. So going super, super slow.
Normally, like if Pluto was moving in direct motion, Mars would, move on quickly from this, but Pluto's moving backwards too, so they're trying to get away from each other, which is probably a good thing. Mind you, Mars is moving
They
up
wouldn't want to hang out for too long.
Mars is heading up to parlay with Jupiter in a square, so hope for the best, plan for the worst.